For the holiday card, we decided to make snowflakes. We made 2 of them, and then we also wrote the word love on the side. To start off, we created circles in the middle to create some sort of basis. We used the equation x squared plus y squared equals r squared, and then we kind of messed around with this until we got the points that we wanted for our vertexes, so they created this diamond shape. We also made it less than or equal to in order to get the shaded, and we kind of liked 1.6 squared, so that's what that looked like.
Similarly, we did a horizontal and vertical ellipses. The equation we used for this was x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared is greater than or equal to or less than or equal to 1. We did it that way so that our ellipses could vary and they would be shaded in.
Yeah, and then if we go on to the hyperbola, these we kind of created between the circles. We wanted to have these connect the circles. So we first decided where we wanted our vertices to be, and we made that through the equation x squared over 5 minus y squared over 5 equals 1. This allowed the vertices to be at 2.5, and then we also restricted the domain so it connected to the circles. So if you can see over here, we first had 3.37 is greater than x, and negative 3.37 is less than x.
The next thing we did was place our parabolas, and we put those around the edges. You can see them right here-ish. And we used a pretty basic equation for that. We did y equals 0.03x squared minus 9.6. It's kind of random, but it connected the circles and attached to the tops of the circles, and that's what we wanted. We also set some constraints on them so that they would fit within the box we had made.
Yes, and then we made rectangular hyperbolas. This one is kind of skinny and small, so you can't really see them. So we use the equation x times y equals negative 10. This allowed us to
they connected to they connect the circle at the bottom, and basically just gives us shape for the snowflake, and it allows it to, and they go each way. They follow the x and y axis. It's a pretty basic rectangular hyperbola, but it makes the shape of the snowflake.
Yeah, and then we also made the y negative in order to switch this around so it was symmetrical, and so we get this shape pretty clearly.
And that's the basis of the big one. We did similar things for the smaller snowflake, and so there's not really much explaining that needs to be done there. It was a little more difficult because it was not on the x and y axis. We had to adjust the slopes significantly and create more equations. And then for the word love, we used a rectangular hyperbola and adjusted the slope. For the O, we obviously just made a circle. For the V, we did an absolute value, so got a little creative there. And then for the E, we just used lines. So happy holidays, love!